Welcome back to the last part of the invertebrate series, that is the Echinodermata. Hope with this end of this video series you must be clear about the what are invertebrates and what are all phylum included under it. And let's begin the last phylum, that is Echinodermata. So, Echinodermata, by the end we reach the invertebrate phylum, that is the Echinodermata. They show certain advanced characteristics which are somewhat similar to that of the vertebrate, or you can say that certain that is characteristics is similar to that possessed by the vertebrates. So, what are Echinodermata? Echinodermata is nothing but an invertebrate which is exclusively marine. What is meant by exclusively marine? That they completely live in the marine or water. They have organ grade of organization, that is specialized organs is present for their doing their duty or their different kind of function, and they are also triploblastic organism and skinny skinned organism, that is the skins are mainly very skinny and they have spines in their skin. Okay, spiny skinned organism, you can see here that small little spines you can see in their body structure, and they are triploblastic, means that they are having, that is 3 germinal layer, that is endoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm. Apart from that, you can see one interesting feature about this phylum is that the adult shows the radial symmetry and the larval shows the bilateral symmetry. This is a unique feature of these characteristic of Echinodermata, because before whatever phylum which we have gone through, only one type of symmetry you have seen, both in adult as well as in the larval form, but here in the radial symmetry is seen mainly by the adult and the larval form shows a bilateral symmetry. Isn't that interesting? And this is a unique feature which is to be noted down. Apart from that, the Echinodermata shows a very peculiar feature, that is the water vascular system which is present in this phylum. And what is its function? Water vascular system we will be discussing in the forward in the slides. And a specialized structure called a tube fit is also present in this Echinodermata, which is responsible for exchange of gases as well as for a locomotion. And Pedicel area is an organ which is present in this Echinodermata, which keeps their body clean inside this marine environment. And dermal branchia is responsible for the respiration. Apart from dermal branchia, there are also other respiratory mechanism which is present, and we will be discussing in each classification what type of respiration they show. And one more thing is that their oral part is known as mouth, and their opposite to the dorsal side is known as the aboral surface. Okay. So, you might be clear what is the ventral side. Ventral side is the front side and dorsal is the backward side. So, in the front side they are having their mouth, and in the backward side they are having the anus. You can say if this is the front side, and in the back of that, that will be the aboral surface or the dorsal side. And one more interesting feature which shows that the Echinodermata shows certain relation with that of the vertebrate, or shows a relation with that vertebrate, is that they are deuterostome. As we have discussed that except Echinodermata, rest all the phylum are protostome, that is first their mouth develop, then their anus develop, but these deuterostomes are those first anus will be developed and then mouth will be developed, which is a characteristic feature of the vertebrate. So, you can say that the Echinodermata shows certain relationship with that of the vertebrate. Apart from that, ammonia is the chief excretory matter which is seen in this phylum, and also the development is indirect, as we know that the Echinodermata has certain larval stages is also present. Okay. So, one by one or step by step we are going to discuss about the classification. For the convenience point of view, I have made this table so that it will be very clearly understood. Apart from that, certain examples and diagram which we can clearly see, so that in this chart, if you revise the chart before going to certain interview, or you can say before going to any type of competitive exam you regarding zoology, this table is enough for any type of question you can answer regarding Echinodermata. So, first we will discuss that the classification is mainly of 5 types. Echinodermata classification is of 5 types, starting from Aphrodia, Aphrodia, Echinodia, Holotheradia and Crinodia. So, what are the characteristics and what are the examples of each class we will discuss now. First we will discuss about Aphrodia. They are star shaped and their example is the starfish. This is the example of Aphrodia, that is the starfish, or we can say Asterius or Pentacerus. Why it is called Pentacerus? Because they are having 5 arms in them. Okay. Moving to the second, that is Aphrodia, is a flat star like, which you can see. This is the example of Aphrodia, or the you can say other example is brittle star or Ophiuthris. This is the example of brittle star or Ophiuthris, which belongs to the Aphrodia. Next, moving to the Echinoidea, they are globular disc-like structure, which is a common example is sea urchin. So, this is the example of sea urchin, which is a disc-like or globular-like ball-like structure. Moving to the next, that is the Holotheradia. They are elongated and cylindrical like body. You can see here, this is the Holotheradia, or we can say this is a sea cucumber, because the shape is like that of a cucumber, and that is why they are called as a sea cucumber, and it is a body is elongated, you can see, and cylindrical in shape. Then last is the Crinodia, which is known as the central disc attached to the substratum. So, this is a central disc, you can see. So, the central disc, to the central disc the organism is attached, and this is the example is sea lily, or you can say Antidon. Each example certain other name is also given. So, you have to remember that what is starfish also known as Asterius, and Ophiuthris is known as brittle star, Echinus is known as sea urchin, and Holotheradia sea cucumber, and Antidon is sea lily. So, each one of them is asked in exam. So, this is important point to be noted down. Moving to from the shape, next moving to the arms. So, you can see that the Aphrodia will be have arms will be present, but rest all the 3, that is Ophiroidea, Echinoidea and Holotheradia absent of arms, but Crinodia the arms will be present with pinnacles. Let us see. So, you can see this is the arms, these are the not arms, okay, these are the arms. So, the arms will be present, and in this arms will be present, rest all the arms are not present, these two, basically these 2 arms will be absent. What are pinnacles? These are hair like structures which are present on the arms, okay, that are known as the pinnacles, which is seen in case of the Antidon. Okay. Next, moving to the ambulacral groups. Okay. So, ambulacral groups are present in case of Aphrodia, but absent in this 3 and present in case of Crinodia. So, what are ambulacral groups? You can see here in this diagram, these are known as the ambulacral groove, or if you want to see clearly, this blackened structure which you are seeing in this Asterius is known as the ambulacral groove. Okay. But this is absent in case of Ophiroidea, in case of this that is Echinoidea and Holotheradia. This ambulacral groove which you are seeing in the dark black color is the ambulacral groove, but in case of this Crinodia, the ambulacral groove will be present. This dark color is known as the ambulacral groove will be present. Then moving to the oral and aboral part, the oral part of the Aphrodia will be having a mouth, and in case of Ophirodia both mouth and madreporite, and Echinodia only mouth, and Holotheradia also having mouth, and Crinodia, this is a unique feature, that is the oral surface of both the mouth and the anus will be present. Then moving to the aboral surface, that is the aboral surface will be having anus and madreporite. What are madreporite? Are basically helps in the locomotion. Okay. So, madreporite will be present in case of Aphrodia, and Ophirodia will be absent, or totally aboral surface will be absent, because you can see here Aphrodia is known as the, that is starfish, the oral, only the oral surface will be present, aboral surface will be absent here. And Echinodermata also the aboral surface contain anus and madreporoid. Also Holotheradia will be having anus and madreporoid, but Crinodia aboral surface will be absent. What about the spines? I have told that they are spiny creatures. So Aphrodia, Aphrodia and Echinodermata, that is they will be having the spines, whereas Holotheradia and Crinodia spines will be absent. You can see here in this diagram the small bristles of spines will be present in sea star also, starfish also, brittle star also the spines will be present, and sea urchin you can already see in this diagram. But these two, that is Holotheradia and the Antedon, will be absent, the spines will be absent. Then Pedicel Area, that is what is the function of Pedicel Area? That is helps in the making the body clean. So Pedicel Area will be present in Aphrodia and Echinodermata, but will be absent in the rest, that is Aphrodia, Holotheradia and Crinodia, it will be absent. Pedicel Area. And most important part of this phylum Echinodermata is the larval form, which is asked numerous number of time in exams as well as in interview, that is what are the larval forms of the each class. So Aphrodia has three types of larval form, that is Dipluria, Bipennaria, Brachylaria larva, and Aphrodia, from the name Aphrodia itself, is Ophioplatus. Echinodermata has Echinoplatus, Holotheradia has Auricularia, and Crinodia has Dolularia larva. Okay. And what about the respiration? Respiration is mainly by dermal bronchi of this Aphrodia. Aphrodia is genital bruci, and Echinodermata has peristomial gills. Holotheradia has local respiration, and Crinodia respire by surface. So you can see here there are 5 different types of respiration which will be seen in this phylum Echinodermata. Okay. Mainly dermal branchia will be seen only by the Aphrodia, and these are the examples which we have already discussed. So this table is very important, and once you have to go through this table, please pause this video, you can note it down with that example, so that you will be clear in mind what are the examples and what are this classification all about. Moving to the best part is the water vascular system, which is seen in this Econodermata, that is also known as the ambulatory system. Okay. And its main function is the locomotion, as well as the tube feet which you are seeing here. These are the tube feet. Okay. These tube feet are responsible for locomotion, and different canals will be present, that is radial canal, stone canal, ring canal, okay, lateral canals. These are responsible for the locomotion. This is the water vascular system of the Aphrodia. Similarly, different types of classification, different classes have different type of water vascular system. For overview, to make understand what is water vascular system, I have taken this photo. Okay. So first what happens, first from the madreporoid the water will enter, and the madreporoid is connected to the stone canal. Through the stone canal the water will enter into the ring canal. Okay. In the ring canal there is 5 Polian vesicle. You can see this is the Polian vesicle, and this is the radial canal. Okay. So from the ring canal, the radial canal, the water will enter. These are the 5 radial canal, and in this ring canal Tedman's body will be present, which is responsible for the storage purpose, and then these radial canal will join the lateral canal, and lateral canal have sucker or ampulla or tube feet. So the water enters into the madreporoid, ring canal, radial canal, lateral canal, and then finally to the tube feet. And by the contraction of these tube feet, this water will move, locomotion will be seen. Apart from locomotion, it also helps in the capturing of food through the madreporoid, transport and respiration. So these water vascular system, apart from locomotion, they also helps in transportation of food, as well as the food and respiration and capturing of the food. So these are the basic points regarding the phylum Echinodermata. With this we end this invertebrate series. In the next upcoming video, we will be discussing regarding certain other topic, and if you have not watched the complete series of invertebrate, I have made a playlist regarding that. Please do watch it. And apart from the invertebrate video series, I have made evolutionary biology series and also physiology series. You can watch that also, and if you are new to my channel, do like, subscribe and share among your friends so that they get benefited from it. Thank you and have a nice day.